What if there was an electric vehicle that you could actually charge anywhere there's a plug? The Nimbus One is promising that and more. In this video, we're going to go over the basics of the Nimbus One and how getting electricity into this vehicle is a lot different than any other vehicle you've probably heard of. Let's get an overview from the CEO himself, Lihang.
We've developed a mini electric vehicle, kind of perfect for in-city use. And so it's a two-seater, 93 miles of range. We're selling it for under $10,000, or you can rent it for $200 a month.
Now, as we continue to talk and learn more about this vehicle, let's keep in mind that it was designed as a city vehicle. With the range being 90 miles, that's totally perfect for city and urban use. It's not really designed to be a road trip vehicle. Now, you probably can take it on road trips, but that's not its purpose.
What inspired the rental kind of model?
Well, I think if you look at a lot of younger people, where they're not sure if they're going to be somewhere for a long time, the rental model really makes sense because it doesn't commit you to anything and you can cancel at any time.
So you can cancel any time. So if I wanted to just do it for a month to try it out.
Do it for a month, try it out, and then cancel it.
That's awesome.
Cool. I think the rental model is a great idea, especially for people who haven't had an EV yet. With test drives, you get like 10 minutes in a vehicle and then you're supposed to be able to decide if you want to spend tens of thousands of dollars on something. It's ridiculous. So being able to spend $200 for a full month with a vehicle to see if you like it, if it's something that works in your lifestyle, I think is really awesome. Now, I currently work from home, so I'm not driving as much as I used to. So for my case, I would try the Nimbus One for my daily driving needs and then rent out my Bolt, rent it out on Turo and make some money. On the side, I also do Uber Eats, and I think the Nimbus One is a perfect food delivery vehicle. It's nice and small, you can park anywhere, especially in a downtown area, and there's just enough cargo space to put a few orders of food in there. A unique aspect of the Nimbus is that it leans into corners. Now, this looks like a ton of fun, and I wanted to know what inspired that design.
So the idea behind the leaning when we first developed it was because we wanted to make the most compact vehicle possible. If you look at kind of, a lot of the problems people deal with using cars in the city, it's like parking, traffic, and cost because the vehicle weighs too much and it's expensive. By allowing the vehicle to lean, we can make the vehicle a lot more narrow, which means that you can park it in places where you couldn't park a car. You can park it, almost like a motorcycle. So very easy to find parking. You can lane split with it as well, actually.
Wow.
So gives you a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
But then as we developed it and we started driving it around, we also found it was really fun to use.
What do you think about the leaning aspect? Does it seem fun or scary? Let me know in the comments.
And then so you said lane splitting, so that we can be on the freeway with this.
Yeah, you can be on the freeway. You can lane split off the freeway too, right?
Sure.
So,
wow, really cool.
Lane splitting is a big thing that I miss about riding a motorcycle. It's a great way to beat traffic. Now, it's not legal in all states, but if it's legal in your state, would you lane split with the Nimbus One? All right, now on to the thing that I think is the most exciting part about the Nimbus One is the batteries and the charging.
Again, it goes back to our use case, which is shorter trips in the city, where, I think a lot of people who live in cities don't necessarily have a place where they can plug into their EVs. Right, their EV to charge it. And I think a lot of people who potentially want EVs, that's one of the problems is, where am I going to charge my vehicle? So by having swappable batteries, it allows people to bring the batteries into their homes to charge. And then eventually we're going to have stations as well where you can swap it out.
Yeah. Where do you think those station locations would be?
We haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be in major cities in the US.
Okay, cool.
Now, I know a lot of you watching want an EV, but you probably can't get one because you can't charge where you live. This is a great solution. As long as you can lift 25 pounds, and as long as you have a 110 outlet wherever you live, you can have the Nimbus One. The other great thing about this car is it's not limited to taking out the battery and charging it that way. It also has a J1772 port on the front, so you can plug into a level 1 or level 2 charger at a public place. It also comes with a cord with a regular 2-prong thing that we have here in the United States, and you can plug it into someone's garage or your own garage. You don't even need to get a level 2 station installed where you live. So you have multiple different ways to charge the car. The idea of swappable battery stations is definitely new to the United States, not so new to somewhere like Taiwan. Taiwan has a company called Gogoro that is a scooter company, and they have stations all over Taiwan where you can just swap out your batteries, get some new ones, and go on your way. Now, if this actually happens here in the US, there's no more people saying, oh, well, it takes you 11 hours to charge your electric vehicle. Yeah, dude, now it's gonna be even faster than gas. If you wanna see the swappable batteries in action with Gogoro, I will put a link in the description and up here somewhere to a video that I found that looks really cool. People are using it, and I think people are liking it.
Is there anything else you want people to know about your vehicle?
We just launched it, so it's available for pre-order right now. You'll get $200 off the price of the vehicle if you pre-order.
Oh yeah, what's the estimated?
Check out our website.
Yeah, what's the estimated date for release?
We're estimating Q3 of 23.
Okay,
so
cool. All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
With any startup, automotive or otherwise, take their release dates with a grain of salt. Even with the best intentions, even if they do everything perfectly as a company, things can happen and that release date can get pushed further and further. I really hope that they make Q3 of 2023. Also, one thing to note, I have been calling this a car. I believe it is classified as a motorcycle, and that makes a difference because that probably means you won't get tax credits wherever you live, and then it also only has to follow safety standards for motorcycles, which means they don't need to have an airbag, like crumple zones and stuff like that aren't necessary. So keep that in mind if you're starting to think about different vehicles. They only need to follow motorcycle safety standards. If you're into different types of vehicles like the Nimbus, check out my latest video on Aptera.